What is a manifestation book without gratefulness? Thank you so much. Gratefulness was also something hand in hand that came up with affirmations when I first started learning about manifesting and how to be a better person. And it's such an interesting and often underrated power that we can have in the process of being grateful for things. Also, we can also sit there and think, it's too simple, I need something bigger and more in depth. But gratefulness, it's just helped me so many times. I know many times where I would even feel high levels of anxiety or situations that didn't feel very comfortable and were feeling really tight and messy in my body, that I was able to use the simplest thing, like being grateful for having a comfortable bed, or being grateful that there's the sun outside, or being grateful that I have a yard I can walk in, or I can sit in the sun, or I can grab a glass of water. And I know these things sound like, so boring, but it's those simple things that in those moments where you feel like that whole world is crashing around you and that it's not going to get better and that this situation sucks, or it's lots of situations, or it's all this pressure of these people or these things happening around you, and it's like, I don't know how I can survive, what I can do. But just finding that smallest piece of something that you can be grateful for is it's cracking open your heart. It's cracking open that place of you feeling like, okay, if I can be grateful for this small thing, I can be grateful for more things. I can really allow more of this feeling of just loving and enjoying and having and being these things all around me. And I know there's so much more to this. I know that there's people who do full programs. I actually did a whole program on it, but it really helped me see things in such a different light and to just appreciate everything. And even though now when I'm such more of a leveled high vibe state, I still use the power of being grateful for all these moments and accepting and holding and seeing and feeling these things in that same amount of love and gratitude, like I would for the things that I was already thankful for. So even if there are situations that may not be something that you want to accept or something that you want to experience, if we can eventually learn to be in that place where we can say, okay, I'm thankful for that experience, I'm thankful for what this is, and to send it love, it's going to help that situation dissipate from your body, and energetically and in the reality around you, it's still going to allow it to, depending on what you believe in and what you think and how things work out there, but it can alleviate that tension or that anxiety or that sadness or that fear, whatever it is, around what is happening, because you are giving it that loving feeling. You are thanking it for what it is and how it is, and it's such a powerful place to be in. And the more you're able to do that, the less you're going to have of those moments that you don't enjoy. So even though it is a super simple tool and something that a lot of people talk about, and we hear too many people talk about it sometimes, it's actually really powerful. And you don't even have to call it that. You can use different words. You can remember, we can make our own stuff up. We can just make it whatever it's going to be for us and how we're going to think about it and how we're going to feel about it, as long as it's part of this whole process of us truly being in that space where we can really appreciate where we are right now, regardless of any other sort of perceived reflections of the outside world around us. So in the planner, there is a section every day where you have to write something you're grateful for, and knock yourself out. You can write one thing, you can write a million things. It's up to you. Or you cannot do it at all. But honestly, I would suggest doing it, please. Because you're going to need it. if you start, once you start getting to the next 2 books, it's going to be something that you can really build on. Just saying. There is a little list that I also have in the book on some different things that you can be grateful for, because I will tell you, when I first started getting into that, it's like, okay, let's be grateful for something. And it's like, okay, I'm grateful I have food in the fridge. I have somewhere to live, somewhere to sleep. I have hot water. It did take time for me to see just how grateful we can be for simple things. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that you could be grateful for having paper, or, or being able to speak, or being able to record this video. My mind was so close. I was not in that space of not even knowing how to be grateful, or what that looked like, or what I could show gratefulness for. But anyway, I'll put that list in here as well.